look at our gardens and pay so much attention to our gardens and our landscaping in the daytime. Well, what about at night? Please welcome Carson Arthur, who's going to teach us about nightscaping.
We're going to have a little fun in the garden today, Tracy. I love this. All right. We're going to dispel some myths about nightscaping.
Okay, well, first explain what nightscaping is.
Well, nightscaping really is the whole concept of lighting your garden at night, so you're highlighting the best features. But it's also about making it safe. Because nighttime safety is a huge production, especially in the front yards and the really dark spots in the backyards. And people get it wrong. Or they actually don't really know what they're doing, so they kind of just stick things in and hope that it works. But there's a technique to nightscaping.
Okay, what is the technique? Because I would just think you put some lights along the pathway and then you can see.
Let's start with a fun one.
All right.
You recognize this?
It looks like a rock,
It looks like a rock.
It's a light.
With a solar panel.
That's very cool.
So Tracy, when you buy this at the store, which way do you point it in the garden?
I would point it towards the plants.
Right, total misconception.
Okay, that's wrong.
You actually have to point it so that the solar panel is facing the sun.
Okay, that's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing.
This has to face the sun.
For this light to work, it needs 6 to 10 hours of direct daylight. So people put it in their garden and they're like, it doesn't work. Well, yeah, you really have to focus on the solar panel. In fact, any solar panel lights like this one and this one all need minimum 6 to 10 hours direct sunlight. That's a lot of sunlight. So this is the solar panel here at the tip? Absolutely, and this is another option.
Okay.
Now, people like to put these along their pathways, but there's 2 different lights here. One is for path and one is for uplighting, but you can't get them mixed up.
Okay, so this is for path and this is for uplighting.
Wrong. It's the other way around. You did that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
You really?
I really thought that was weird.
So the trick is, path lighting needs to have a cap on it.
Okay.
For proper path lighting, you want the down light. You don't want people walking by and looking straight into the light because they're actually going to get night blindness, right? So you want to highlight the best parts in the path. This, because it's got a silver cap on the top of it, actually projects the light down on the path.
Okay.
You want to put this about a foot off the path. Not directly onto it, a foot off, because that's going to show the distinction between the pathway and the garden. That's what you want to highlight.
Gotcha.
This one, and everybody thinks this is a path light, this is an uplight. This is what you want to shine up on the trees.
Isn't that what I said? Didn't I say that?
No, she called it path light.
Whatever.
So this one's going to shine up on the trees, but again, solar panel, so you need to have this charging 6 to 10 hours. The trick though is, if it's for trees, you often put this in the shade. So this one has to go back. So I actually like to use these type of uplights to highlight the best features of your house.
Okay.
If you're thinking about listing your home this year, springtime, put this in the front yard, highlights the best spots of your house, and you're set to go. Okay,
that's a very good point.
Yeah, because homeowners usually check, or potential buyers usually check it out at night.
Do they really do that?
Well, they drive by after work.
Oh, that's true.
Here's another fun one. This is a path light. Now, this is the new style. This is called the bollard. Okay. It casts the light sideways. Which is great, but you need to put this further back in the garden because it's a higher light. So this actually goes on a stand. It can stand up 3, 4, 5 feet.
Oh, nice.
Right? So this casts the light all the way around. Beautiful projection, but you put it into the plants. So you're highlighting your best plants when they're in bloom.
Because you want it to be the same height as your plant, so the light is coming up this way.
You got it, exactly. You're understanding this.
I get it.
What do you think about these ones? Any guesses?
I don't know. It looks like a mouse for a computer.
And a radiator.
Okay. So what does this do?
I like using these on decks for staircases.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you put that facing that way at the bottom of the tread, so it shines the light onto the step itself.
Right, so you can see where you're going.
And this is another option too. Because it has the cap, it shines the light down onto the areas that you need it to.
And this is all nicely hidden. I mean, you've done it so that it's sort of part of the stairway.
Exactly.
So you can't see anything but the light, right?
You want these to be subtle. They need to disappear. They just give you the light at the right time. Now this is my favorite one.
Okay.
This one is the easiest light to put in your garden.
Where would you use this one?
This is a post cap.
Okay.
All it does is goes on top of the post of your fence. Mounts on.
Oh, nice.
Because it has the solar panel on top, it charges it. It just shines a little bit of light around the perimeter of your property on the fence itself.
Very smart.
Simple.
And you can have several of these, right?
One on each post.
One on each post.
That's what I like to do. It creates a little bit of ambiance in the garden, but it makes it look a little more subtle, a little nicer.
And they're going to work regardless as long as they got the amount of sun they needed throughout the day. They're going to work all night long.
Exactly, and that's the key. Low maintenance is key. The other options I showed you were LED. Now with the new LED systems, they're so easy to install. You literally just take the wire from the transformer, you click these 2 pieces together on it, and install it anywhere you want.
Very nice.
That's it and done.
Now we know about nightscaping. Next we are going to talk about the plants that you want to incorporate into your nightscaped garden.
My favorite type of garden.
Very nice. But